saying is, if he's supposed to be a Blake Carrington, or J.R. Ewing, or a Victor Newman, or Asa Buchanan, or Alan Spaulding, Jim Crow is pissing me the fuck off, I promise y'all, because when you're supposed to be the patriarch of these big dynasties, these big empires, honey, you supposed to be a little bit better and a little bit on top of your game than what you are. You ain't never see JR didn't have control of South Fork. You ain't never seen Victor Newman not have control over the motherfucker. What it was, Newman Enterprises. You ain't never see Alan Spaulding not be in control of Spaulding Oil. You ain't never see that. You ain't never see Asa Buchanan not be on top of Buchanan Industries and shit like that. You never saw that. So what the fuck is wrong with him? And he control, each one of those men control they damn empires with a iron fist glove, and the empire included the family. Child, he didn't have no control over his family whatsoever. He can't make shit happen. All he do is seem to make things worse. Now, putting Wyatt in that jail was the worst damn idea Jim could have possibly had, because now this boy done been sexually assaulted. We don't know if his boy pussy done been tore out the frame, or he done had somebody sticking their dick in his throat. We don't know what's going on. All we know is Wyatt has been assaulted, and he is sitting up wrapped around. You know how they wrap themselves up and just be all upset. He done been violated, y'all. He looked like he been violated. And I was trying to figure out, why was those guards standing outside that damn cell, seeming to, and like they watching some porn or something, until the other guards come along. And then they start asking, who we later found out name was Rico, what he was doing in the cell. Excuse me, he's a resident of the facility. Y'all hoes run shit, so why you asking him why he in there? He don't know. He just know that he's supposed to be in there. And if he did know, he ain't gonna tell your dumb ass, because, I mean, you the people. Who the fuck gonna tell on theyself? Child, them guards go in there and look at Wyatt, ask him, is he alright? And Wyatt like, no. And they know that they got to take this boy down to the infirmary, and it's not going to be a beautiful thing when Jim find out that y'all done let his son get raped in that jailhouse. In some kind of way, he was raped. And my thing is he going to go on and finally be Jim Crow, or this motherfucker still gonna be acting like he playing on Dukes of Hazzard with his old used to be fine ass jumping out to General Lee? Is he gonna be Bo Duke, or is he gonna keep it real and turn into the villain that he's supposed to on this episode? On this series, cause I don't get it. He is one of the weakest fucking leaders of a empire that I ever seen, and these motherfuckers trying to be governor. Okay, whatever, y'all. Let's get the unimportant shit out the way. Celine still hopelessly in love with Jim, and I don't get it, bitch, because she was just a supporting castmate. You was a side hoe. They don't have no roles. They don't have no, nothing. You can't get it you can't get in the union. You can't get no benefits from being a side hoe. Side hoe is a motherfucker with no lines. Keep your mouth closed, bitch. Don't say nothing. You don't have anything to add to that flavor, so don't try to do that. Even her son, which is Jim's son, is telling her he don't give a fuck about us, but you can't get this bitch to understand that, because in her mind, Jim give a fuck about her. He gonna come around. He just upset. Girl, man ain't never that damn upset. He talk to you and treat you like that. Well, she somehow feel like she can get through to Jim, so she gonna go on down there to the campaign headquarters and ran right on into David and Maggie, and they asking her what she doing there, especially David, because David was there. He done seen Catherine drag a bitch by a wig. Wyatt done disrespected the hoe and called her hoe in her face. Jim done kicked her ass out and fired her. You're not a part of these people's lives no more. And just because you got them little illegitimate boys don't mean, it's a sad situation. But you should have known that this man was, you're nobody to this man. You just a hoe that happened to get pregnant. That's all you are. And you look like the type of hoe that didn't want to get rid of your baby. Like you might have did it on purpose. I don't know. But she down there and David telling her the truth. We ain't trying to hear from you. Jim don't want to hear from you. You've been banished, bitch. You are not a part of the empire no more. And she is upset. Talking about after all she's done, she is not going to be shunned like that. And they would be hearing from her again. This bitch is gonna do, I'm telling you, if Jim don't get some nuts soon, this bitch gonna chop his ass up in the pot like that girl did on Fatal Attraction. You know how she put that rabbit in that pot? Jim gonna be in that damn pot. I don't know what she plan on telling, but the bitch say she gonna tell something. Alright, ho, whatever. Now, let's go on over to the Crowd's house, because they over there with this DA bitch, Jennifer. Jennifer down there trying to start some shit. Yes, she is. She trying to start shit. What she doing is trying to make them implicate themselves. She gonna play the little recording of what Wyatt done said and you know, try to pick up on something from how they gonna react. But see, ain't nobody here for you. They irritated by your presence anyway, especially Veronica. Because Veronica came at her ass from the gate. This bitch need to find somebody to play with. Or something else to do. And everybody was like, God damn, Veronica, we not here for her either, but damn, you ain't got to come out the gate on the hoe. Veronica said, hell no, this woman just came to my house a couple of days ago trying to talk to me and ask me about a car that ain't at my house. And Miss D.A. bitch felt like she was some kind of special, and she had done, you know, maybe she hadn't been watching a couple of episodes and of Love and Hip Hop and learn how to get her motherfucking read on, because she tried to try Veronica, but you never tried Delusional, bitch, because they always gonna be on top, bitch. They can't. I think a crazy motherfucker. I promise you, you can't. Well, Veronica told her, my house didn't. She talking about her house mysteriously burnt down and why I was there. And Veronica said, my house didn't mysteriously burn down, honey. I burned my own house down trying to kill my husband, and everybody like, bitch, what? Bitch. And Veronica flipped that shit real smart. Like, she was like, I gave a crazy answer. I gave a stupid answer to a stupid question asked by a stupid DA. They on to you, DA bitch. You got all them degrees up in there. Them people ain't stupid. They realize what you in there for. And Veronica went on to tell her ass, look, I don't know what law school you went to, but now before she went on to tell her that, Catherine gonna try to chime in, telling the woman that, you know, Wyatt had been on drugs and everybody know he got problems. Why would they listen to her? And then she went into this soliloquy about how they been a bad parent, blah, 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 blah. And that woman wasn't here for that, because she already feel like she know what the real tea is. Homegirl showed so much disrespect. That bitch went to clapping after Catherine got through saying what she had to say and told her, when y'all stop lying. When y'all decide to tell the truth, that's when I'm going to stop asking questions and harassing y'all. That's what's going to happen, baby. That's how it's going to happen when y'all stop lying. Well, Veronica told her, well, if you went to law school and attended law classes like I did, you know that you can't do shit without evidence. You can't do no charging nobody without evidence. And David chimed in and told her, and we see you. We know you here to try to make somebody implicate themselves, and we don't have no reason to implicate ourselves, because we don't know what you're talking about. At this point, Jim is tired of her, so he tell D.A. bitch she need to, you know, kick rocks real quick like, but bitch, look here. Don't hit the front door, go out the back door. And Miss D.A. bitch had to pick the egg up off of her, or she had to motherfucker pick her face up off the floor, because Jim and them had cracked it and carried her motherfucking ass. So once D.A. bitch is gone, they get to discussing, you know, the particulars with Wyatt. And Veronica let her know that, you know, Veronica let them know that she basically know that Wyatt in jail. And everybody like, well, how you know he in jail? And she said, my husband told her. And David standing over there like, well, bitch, I'll be damned. This whole done told a quick lie and included me in the bullshit. But y'all know he loyal. He gonna be an accessory to the lie, because he ain't tell them people that she was lying. He led them to believe that he was the one that told her that Wyatt was in jail until she got ready to leave that damn house. And when she got ready to leave out that house, that's when he followed behind her and asked her how the hell she knew that Wyatt was in jail, because he ain't tell her shit. And she let his ass know a little tea. I am a criminal defense attorney. I know everything that's going on, and I know his ass is in jail, and he's being taught the lesson that he should have gotten at home. And David like, what did you do? And that bitch gave him a crazy smirk and kept it moving. Well, David know that Veronica fucking crazy. So he go in there, he not gonna tell Dave, you know what, Jim, my wife done did something to your son. He ain't gonna tell. He gonna say that she You know, he got a feeling that he need to go check on his son. And once again, y'all, this is where I'm saying this dude does not give me the impression of being no patriarch of no rich ass family, because he weak as hell. He on the phone trying to make a phone fucking call to check on his son. That man ain't say make a phone call. He said go get your son. And if he telling you that adamantly, and it's David of all damn people, you need to take heed to it, because we all know David don't get concerned about too much, and he believe everything. But one thing he know for certain, Veronica fucking ass ain't right. And finally Jim is like, you think I should go and check on him? No, you need to go get your son. I'm like, oh, this nigga here, man. This dude here. Child, I ain't got time for him. Well, over at the hospital, we see Benny and Hannah, and they over there talking to the social worker. And the social worker basically asking them about Candace and, you know, what kind of person she is. And, of course, you know, this bitch Hannah. Now, I'm usually trying to rock with Hannah. But Hannah is a prime example of a Christian that don't live a Christian life. Because you sitting here and you worshiping Jesus and you carrying the bloodstained banner and you Bible thumping all over the place and dropping to your knees praying to God instead of letting that man Michael knock the dust off that pussy like you should have did a couple of last season. Now you don't want that there. You wants to try to Bible thump, but you there tearing your daughter down, saying how much of an unfit woman she is, how much of a schemer she is, and how she, you know, run men and things of that nature, you know. And Benny ain't feeling that shit, but nobody seems to be brave enough other than Candace to buck her ass. So he started trying to insert that he has the towing company. You know, maybe if the woman see that they are financially able to take care of this child, he can't come into the family and not go into the foster care system, since she doing everything she can to try to tear Candace down just so she can build herself up, because she won't custody of that boy. Instead of this bitch just realizing what Benny doing and shutting the fuck up, no. She gets to want to ask him 21 questions like she 50 Cent. How you keep asking your grown-ass kids all these questions, I don't know. She want to know how he get the towing company. Hannah, don't worry about it. If you was going to ask those questions, why didn't you just wait till the social worker had completed her little talk with y'all, and when you were alone with your son, ask him those questions? I ain't knocking you, bitch, for wanting to know what the real tea is. My thing is, why you gotta tear your daughter down in order to try to, you know, why you putting all your family business out there like that, girl? Some things, you know, everybody business ain't nobody business, bitch. Shut up some damn time, you know. But she just was running off at the mouth. This bitch had a severe case of diarrhea at the mouth, and I was praying the Lord stroke her lips closed, because she was getting on my damn nerves. She coming with all that damn bad talk about Candace. Well, while they up in there, Benny get a phone call from Veronica, and basically she trying to force her way into coming over there to the tow shop and seeing him and trying to play him with the push to get the damn car that Wyatt had. Plus, I think this bitch starting to like fucking him, and I ain't mad at her, because that's a fine piece of dummy. I swear to God, that's a fine piece of dummy. But he wasn't having it at that time. He told her, look, I can't meet you right now. I got some situations and things going on. Give me about an hour. I'll meet you down there. Veronica tried to be persistent. I guess she thought that old pussy was going to make this boy weak, and he wasn't going to be able to stand his ground. But he got a little man in him last night, and he told her, girl, look, let me tell you right now, I got something going on. I told you I'll meet you over there at the tow yard in an hour, and that's what it is. She started asking him, was he all right? He got frustrated. He asked her, what did I just tell you? And I was like, oh, not a little. Child, I like a little man that get a little, you know, aggressive with me every now and again. And so did Veronica. She was very moist about it, because the bitch recited what he had just told her. And when she said that, he told her, all right then, and that's what it is. And he hung the phone up with her. Now, she gonna try to save face after the fucking phone call ended, talking about who the fuck he talking to. Like she dollar bill off them Players Club, talking about who the fuck is she talking to like that? You bitch. And that's all I have to say about her. But no, I ain't, because this bitch made a phone call that let me know that she really ain't shit. I can't stand a delusional bitch. This bitch done called over there and talking to the dude, the inmate Rico, that had raped Wyatt. She asking him, did he do what he's supposed to do? And the dude said, yeah, and had fun doing it. But apparently we find out that this is some dude that she got off on a charge. I don't know, maybe I think he was on death row or had a murder charge or something, but she didn't help him, and that's why she got him in her pocket. But he asking her if she gonna put that money on them books, and that bitch said she wouldn't, and hung the phone up, said she ain't doing shit. And I was like, see, bitch, you doing too much. That's how come I know Veronica gonna have some type of, it's going to be payback in some form for her. Maybe not at the end of this season, by the season end. Maybe not in the next season. But eventually, Veronica will get hers. And I'm hoping she get it on this season. Because I need to see it. I need to see this bitch go down. Or at least I need to see this bitch sweat or something. And I ain't talking about sweating from fucking bed. I need this bitch to sweat. Well, let's go on back over there to the hospital, and Candace finally get her ass there, and Hannah immediately going off trying to say shit to the girl, and she looking for her son, and the social worker starts talking to her, asking her, to show ID so that she'll know she talking to who she's supposed to be talking to. And Candace is totally cooperating. She just want to see her son, so the social worker take in there to see him, and you can see in Candace's face that it's heartbreaking to her to see her son in that situation. It truly is heartbreaking for her to see her son in that situation. And then the social worker told her that Hannah wanted custody, and child, that's when that old Candace snapped in there for a few minutes, and her and Hannah had words about that shit. Child, they let them folks come on back up in the room and shit, and here comes Oscar. And my thing is, why is Oscar there? We already know he's not a genuine person in Candace's life, and she should. I was hoping that when she heard something happen to her child, that her spider senses would reactivate and she would see this motherfucker for who he truly is, but she didn't. And in that room, Hannah in there trying to make Candace look like she ain't nothing but a hoe. She run games, she run men and all that shit. She came right for Oscar, started asking him questions like, do he know what's her last name, how old she is, and all that shit. And child, I'm like, he knew all the answers. He knew all the answers, but in him giving the answers, Benny was trying to help Candace too, and he chimed in with that Candace had that job. But Oscar just said she a law student. So the lady was like, just give us the number of your job and we can verify. And I'm over here like, I can understand almost why this girl goes out sometimes. She got a mama that ain't nothing but a fake ass Bible thumping, bloodstained, banner carrying bitch with a hypocritical ass, and she got a brother that gets diarrhea at the mouth and act like a dumbass blonde. I mean, this bitch is just Benny fine, but he ain't got much up upstairs. I swear to God he don't, because this motherfucker's so airheaded. Why don't you shut up and let this girl figure out how to lie her way out of it? She good at it. She don't need your help. But he running his mouth thinking he helping, but he really making it worse. And Hannah started trying to tell that damn social worker that she want to provide for the child. She feel like she could do a better job than Candace can do. Talking about she can take care of him, provide a roof over his head. Candace got a house, and she let that woman know, I got a house. I can move up the sign-in day, because she currently living in a hotel. And, of course, social work going to say that ain't no, stable environment for her to raise a child. So she telling that woman she can, move that date up. And then here go Hannah. I can love him and I can protect him. And that's when the gloves came off. Candace say, like you did me, like you protected me. Because remember, Candace got raped by her mama man. She wasn't ready for that. Candace asked that social worker, what kind of rights do grandparents have? And that woman told her, unless the courts give it to them, they don't have any rights. And she said, oh, well, until they do, I need her to stay away from us. Now, see, you done ostracized your daughter and your grandbaby because you want to be an evil hoe. That's the reason why people don't listen to Christians right now, because they are the main ones that throw a scripture at your ass and not follow another scripture that's in there. Because if you really want to know the truth, the Bible is really an interpretation. Everybody get what they going to get out of it. I was talking to a friend about that today. It ain't nothing but an interpretation. But the main thing of it is love. God is love. And if you got any kind of love for humanity at all, especially your own flesh and blood, bitch, how can you sit here and tear her down and show her you have no faith in her possibly being able to raise her child? You don't know if she's been that way, that she's been because of the molestation and then hooking up with a nigga like Quincy, all the stuff he did to her and the child. You don't know why she been the way she been. Now, I agree, Candace didn't seem like she put enough effort into trying to find her child, but when you saw them interact, you saw the love there, and there's a possibility that he could be the catalyst to try to maybe change her some. She might even see through this crazy motherfucking Oscar that's sitting up here as a plan in her life to take her down. But you know, that child, this bitch act like she so holy and thou that she turned away that fine ass Michael. Now, bitch, you know you needed that motherfucker in your life. Maybe that's what's wrong with you. I'm telling you, when them bitches be lonely, they tend to be like this right here. Get you some dick, bitch. That's what you needed when you not already committed to sin, child. Ain't no, the Lord know who you is. Go on, get you some dick and get out your children's business. Let them deal with their own adult lives. It's too late. You can't take her child and try to have a do-over with her child since you fucked up so bad with her. Child, sit down somewhere. The apple don't fall far from the tree. If you want to know the truth, I think you're low-key hating on the fact that your daughter is just like you, but she's smarter than you because the bitch ain't broke. You was a hoe and you still a maid for the cries, and that's all I got to say about that. So let's go on to the damn tow yard where Benny meets up with Veronica, and I guess they just, you know, they so horny all the damn time for each other, they immediately just go to having sex right there on the desktop. And I can't hate on this shit at all, because honey, I was watching and wishing that was me he was slinging up on top of that motherfucking desk, because I'll show you how to give it to him. I'm telling you, honey. You better ask somebody, honey. Ask somebody. Well, Veronica say she ain't had sex that good in 20 years, and Benny say he ain't had, well, she say Benny ain't never had it that damn good. Bitch, you don't know what that man had in his life. Well, child, after she get through, you know, bumping uglies with him and shit, her ass decided to start asking questions, you know, just mediocre questions about what go on in the tow yard, how the cars get there, who own the cars, blase skill. All of that is in conjunction with her efforts to try to get that car that Wyatt had off that lot, because it's there. And we see that Maggie still got Veronica under surveillance, and she done somehow convinced David to ride on down to the toast yard with her. Well, he get down there with her, and he thinking that she know about this car. But Maggie don't know nothing about this damn car. And they see Veronica coming out the office after she done been fucking Benny and everything. He thinking he there behind that car situation. Maggie don't know nothing about that car. She let him know what, you know, she don't know nothing about that. So his question as this episode ended this week was, why am I here? We're not talking about the car. Y'all know he don't get it. He ain't never gonna get it. Every week I be like, I hope David find out. Child, I'm halfway willing to bet you if David find out, he ain't gonna do shit no way. So fuck David, whatever, child. I'll be here next week for the rest of this bullshit. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Peace.